Hello from Leeds, one of 177 stations in Yorkshire, covering a landmass of around 11,900 square kilometres. It is the third busiest station in the UK and one of the largest in Yorkshire. But why am I telling you all this? Well, it's because today marks the start of a brand new series of visiting the A to Z of Yorkshire's railway station as we go through the alphabet from A to Z. So, enough of me rambling, I think it's time to start our journey to the start of the alphabet as we head to Station A.
Welcome aboard this Northern Service to Bradford Foster Square. The next station stop is Kirkstall Forge.
So A is for Apperley Bridge and is located on the Airedale and Wharfdale lines just to the west of Leeds and north of Bradford. And it is a very new station that opened back in 2015. But you might be asking, how did this station come to exist back in 2015? Well, the current day station here opened in 2015, but there was a former station here in Apperley Bridge which opened in late July 1846, but there's net skeletal remains of the old station today. So if you come up the road from Apperley Bridge Station onto Apperley Lane and you come over this road bridge, you will find, well, some tracks. Obviously it's the Airedale and Wharfdale lines up to Skipton and Leeds and Bradford. But if you look towards Leeds, you'll just see tracks. But that in fact was the original site of the old Apperley Bridge Station. Now hold on to your horses, as Apperley Bridge went through a bit of a naming crisis. 1 year after it opened, in 1847, it was renamed Apperley. Then 1890, so it became Apperley and Rawdon. Then 1893, so it became Apperley Bridge and Rawdon. Then back to its original name in 1961 of Apperley Bridge, before ultimately being closed by the Beeching Cuts on March 20th, 1965. Apperley Bridge Station was first envisioned in plans back in 1999, when the West Yorkshire Metro Transport Board at the time decided to open 5 new stations by the end of 2005. One of them was Apperley Bridge here in West Yorkshire. They also announced the reopening of Kirkstall Forge, Glasshoughton and 2 other stations to be built and opened by the end of 2005. But in the end, only Glasshoughton and Castleford actually managed to open on time on the 21st of February 2005. It wouldn't be until 2009 when plans for Apperley Bridge would resurface once again, along with Kirkstall Forge, which eventually did open in June 2016. Apperley Bridge Station was originally planned to open in 2012, but like anything in this country, things got delayed and eventually was pushed to 2014 and then on to 2015. In the end, Apperley Bridge opened to passenger service on the 13th of December 2015, almost a few years late, or you could say 4 years late, but it was meant to open in 2005 and it didn't, and I'm about to get interrupted by a train. Of course it's typical, in the train station. So here at Apperley Bridge, I'd like to start a new thing that I call Station Facilities Bingo, which for short is SFB. I think that name needs a bit of working on, but anyway, what facilities have we here at Apperley Bridge? So Apperley Bridge has a passenger information display screen, a information board thingy with maps, and I don't know where the timetable is, but it's not there. It has a bin, which fully functional, and it has benches. But that's not the only thing that's here at Apperley Bridge. It has a shelter It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 long benches. It's a very long shelter. The station has 25 kilovolt AC overhead power lines which were installed back in 1994 by regional railways, electrifying the line between Bradford, Skipton, Ilkley and Leeds. It also has station lighting with platform numbers. It obviously has station signage, which is what you want at a station. But that's not the only thing that's interesting here at Apperley Bridge. Also here at Apperley Bridge you can clearly see they're extending the platforms to basically fit longer trains, because at the moment they can probably fit about a 3 or 4 car train, either a 331 or a 333 on this line. So I think they're also doing it to the other platform, but you might be asking, there's no other platform there. Well, that's right, because Apperley Bridge has staggered platforms. So let's head to the other one. The station has stairs leading up to the car park from the platforms. Another thing about Apperley Bridge, it is also step-free, with ramps leading up from the platforms onto the car park and overpass on both platforms. So let's head to the other platform. It has a car park with 287 standard spaces and 13 disabled spots. It has a ticket machine, but the question is, does it actually work? And the answer is, yes, it does work, surprisingly. And interestingly, just down at the bottom of the car park, there's a drop-off turning circle, bus shelter and benches and bins and stuff. It doesn't look like it's ever been touched in years, and maybe no one uses it because it is probably the most pointless turning circle when the station's all the way up there, and there's actually no direct path up there as well from here. So it's a bit pointless. There's an impulse locker and an Amazon locker called Curl, and I think there's also a defibrillator here, which is good to see. And I've managed to find where the train times and useful information stuff are and whatnot. But the interesting thing is, I think that bridge is a little bit weak. Oh dear. The other platform heading towards Leeds is also pretty much the same layout as the other platform, with step-free access on one side and stairs on the other. But I think if you're going to guess, I'm going to go down the stairs this time. So let's go. So on the Leeds facing platform, which is platform 1, it is pretty much exactly the same as the other platform, with a platform information screen, shelters, exactly the same. But the question is, does it have an out point? Let's find out. So interestingly enough, it doesn't actually have a help point, but it's got one of those like telecoil induction loop thingy things on the departure bar thing over there. But that is now the end of Station Facilities Bingo, and it's excused for loud beeping noise because there's construction work on extending the platforms. I don't know what it is, but if I know what it is, I'll cut in and explain what we're doing. Apperley Bridge receives 4 trains an hour on Mondays to Saturday and also on weekends, with 4 trains an hour, 2 to Leeds and 2 to Bradford Foster Square, with some direct trains to Skipton in the early mornings and late evenings, and from Saturday mornings to the end of service, with LNER trains to Bradford Foster Square and London King's Cross, as well as northern trains to Skipton, Ribblehead, Settle and Carlisle, running through here fast. And also, the station is currently owned and operated by Northern Trains. Speaking of the class 333 electrical multiple units, which were built by CAF back in the early 2000s, I've lived in West Yorkshire for nearly 20 years and I'm yet to ride them. I tried to ride on one to come in here, but that turned out to be 331. It's typical, isn't it? A total of 16 333s were originally built as 3-car units, and then later expanded to 4-car units. However, the 333s are planned to be expanded to beyond the Airedale and Wharfdale lines, as they are currently being tested on the Leeds to Doncaster line, seen here passing through Wakefield Westgate a few weeks ago, as some of the class 333 paths have been unit swapped with 3-car Civic 331s that now run to Bradford Foster Square. Well, that were nearly a close call, but that's it from here at Apperley Bridge in just outside of Bradford, here on the Airedale and Wharfdale line at Station A of A to Z of Yorkshire's railway stations. So, until Station B, I'll see you later. Now, I'm going to take a seat and wait for my train back to Leeds. Might be another 25 minutes, seeing as I just missed the last one.